everyone. Hello koalas. Welcome to Koala Corner. Thank you for tuning in for today's arts and crafts project. Today we are going to be doing the movie character Dumbo. Okay, so here is what our project is going to look like, our finished project. Okay, so if you are a fan of the movie Dumbo, you're definitely going to enjoy this today. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So if you can please grab your craft materials for your craft today. I'm going to show you everything we're going to be using today. We are going to be using our liquid glue. We have our scissors. We are going to be using paintbrushes today. And 2 colors of paint. We have our gray and our pink. We have a pom-pom that we're going to be using. Today we will be using Google Eyes. We need a piece of yellow construction paper. And I have a small little foamy decoration that we're going to be using. And we have our Dumbo template that we're going to be using. So in your materials, yours looks just like mine. Yours is already put together like this. So this is what we're going to be using, okay? So, and I do have our wax paper that we have, once again, for easy cleanup. So if you have your wax paper, please take it out. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to show you once again, this is what our project is going to be looking like. Okay, so we're going to paint first. So if you notice, we have gray and pink. So we're going to do our painting first. We're going to start out with our gray paint. We're going to paint, of course, the center, the face, the trunk, and the outer ears. Okay, so all of that is going to go gray. Okay, so we're going to put our paint on our plate. And I'm going to put it in all the areas that we're going to use. We'll start out with that. We're going to use our paintbrush and we're going to start painting. So we're going to paint the face. You can cover it completely with our gray. Once again, the face will go gray, and of course, the elephant trunk. Okay, so the trunk does have the grooves, so please use as much paint as you need to get into the grooves. Okay, I think we need a little bit more paint on this side. If you notice the paper plate, it does have a little divider line there. It's kind of difficult to see, but because I have mine painted already, but there is a divider line, and I'm painting up to that divider line right there, okay? So it's just a guide if you want to get that circular shape. You can follow that line as a guide. Okay, so if we have any spots, we can always just dab them and fill them in. Okay. Okay, so there we have our face and the elephant trunk. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our gray paint in a second, but first we're going to do the inner ears of our the inner ears pink. And you can do it as thick as you'd like. If you want yours a little bit wider, I didn't mind the size of the paintbrush, but if you want them a little bit wider, you know, please feel free to add some more paint. Okay, so we're going to do one side, and we're going to grab a clean paintbrush. Okay, so we'll start out with this side. And I just gonna leave off where the gray meets the pink. And if your colors mix in a little bit at where they meet, that's totally fine. And once again, please use as much paint as you need. Okay, so there's one side. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So we're gonna apply. Okay, and then we're gonna do this side. There we go. Oops. Let's fill that in. So we have both sides of our inner ears pink, and then we're going to go back to our gray. So we're going to put some gray on the outer edge, and we're going to go back to our paintbrush with the gray paint, and we're just going to go along the edge. And once again, we'll fill in those grooves. Okay, so there's one side. Okay, and we're going to do the other side. So we'll apply our gray paint on the other side. Once again, please feel free to pause the video if you need some extra time to cover your plate with your paint. Okay, so let me lift that up for you so you can see. Okay, so there's our Dumbo craft coming along very nicely. So we have it completely covered. And once again, please apply as much paint as you'd like. If you wanted a darker shade of gray, you can always add more gray. If you want to make your inner ears wider, thinner, it's totally up to you, okay? So that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is in your materials, you do have a piece of yellow construction paper like this, okay? And what we're going to do is cut out his hat. If you notice on our model, he has a cone-shaped hat. So we're going to cut out a cone shape or a triangle, okay? If you need to draw it on your paper, please feel free to grab your pencil and draw it. Or if you would just want to cut out, you can do that as well. And I can draw it. We can draw that together if you're deciding to draw it. Okay, so all I did was there's my triangle. Okay, we're going to cut this out. So we're going to need our scissors. We can cut it out together. And this is going to be his hat. Okay, so we're going to grab our glue and we're going to glue it to the top, right between the ears, okay? So we're going to grab our glue. We're just going to put a thin line of glue right across, okay? And what I did is I just tucked it. If it happens to be longer, you know, you can leave it up front to look like that. What I did on mine is I just tucked it behind the ears. Okay. So there we go. Now the next thing we're going to do is we have a pom-pom. So the pom-pom is going to be used to decorate his hat. Okay. And that's going to go way at the top. So we're going to apply some glue at the top. And that's where our pom-pom is going to go. And the pom-pom may take a while to set. It may start sliding down on you, but if it stays laying flat, once it dries, it'll set in place. So there we go. And I do have a foamy, small foamy here. This one's a little flower. There's several shapes. You can use them to decorate your hat. If you want to put more than one, you can. If you want to put some all over. And I just use it as a small decoration just for the hat. So there we go. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to need our Google eyes next. Okay. And they'll go glued on. Apply some glue. There's one. The liquid glue works best for the Google eyes. And there we go. Okay, let me hold that up for you. Okay, so there we go. We have our Dumbo craft for today. So thank you guys so much. I hope you had fun making this craft with me. So thank you so much. See you next time.